Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, then welcome to Marvel Studio. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's so surprising how quickly a month goes by. And that reminds me of the video that I did last month where I covered the places where I get my kits from. And I thought I could do a follow-up on that and go over some of the kits that I got for the month of March. Now, March started off kind of slow, so I wasn't sure whether I would even do this video to begin with. But things quickly picked up after the second half of the month. That's when things started to snowball, and then I found more kits and pre-orders came in, and then premium Bandai orders were shipping. And I want to share some of the picks that I was able to get for the month of March. I won't cover a lot of them in detail. I'll just do a brief summary. I've already done the build and the review for the Psycho Gundam MK2, and eventually I'll get to the Master Grade Gundam Vidar. But for now, let me go ahead and show you the rest of the kits. Let's start off with the kits from Premium Bandai. I picked up this BBSD RX-78-2, and this is not the original one. This is number 200. This is based off the original BB, and this is with the color-coded runners, but it is based off the original BB. So this is the one that's really chibi style, really deformed one. They're meant to look more cute, so I have some plans for this later on. Picked up an option parts set, and this is number 11. This is the smoothbore gun for Barbados, so it's kind of like the gun for Barbados so it's the gun for the HD Barbados, and then some other weapons. Got this simple kit, and this is the Nepte unit from Gundam Build Divers, and I think the illustration looks really cool. That's why I picked it up. I think this was an interesting purchase because this is one of those kits that you can swap the parts from other Build Diver kits and you can make your own creations. So I think that's pretty cool. This next one is pretty interesting, and that's this guy. This is the Bear Guy 3, and this is our unofficial mascot. So I am using this guy as our thumbnail for the channel. So I think this is a very interesting kit, as we can build the bear itself and then include it in our future episodes. And then our last Premium Bandai kit is this one. And I think this is the only kit that is Premium Bandai only. I think you could get the other ones from other places, but I know that this is Premium Bandai only. And this is from the Netflix Gundam movie, Requiem for Vengeance, and this is LeSean Saku. So this is two kits in one, and I am very forward looking to building this kit, as it is very detailed, and again, it's 2 in 1. And also, I did enjoy the film, but what about you guys? Did you like the film? Let me know. The rest of the kits are in no particular order, so let's continue. I picked up another original kit of the RX-78-2. However, this is not the same one as the one that I built and reviewed on one of my previous videos. This is the revival version, and the difference between that one and this one is that this is a more modernized take on the old build. The old version needed cement and it came in a single color. This one is a snap fit build, and the runners are color coded. Another small kit, and this is the Gundam Barbados Lupus from the SD Gundam EX lineup. And this is a very special kit, as it is pretty hard to get here, but thankfully I have a friend that's visiting Japan, and they were kind enough to bring me one. Another cool find, and this is the Victory 2 Assault Buster Gundam from V Gundam, and I just really like the color palette on this kit, and another one that I'm looking forward to building. The next two kits are very similar in nature, and from a distance I actually thought it was the same kit, and here's one of them. This is the RX-79 Gundam Ground Type, and this is from the Mobile Suit Gundam, the 8MS team. And here's the other one. This is the RX-79 EC8, and as you can see, they do look quite similar, but are also quite different. Picked up the HG Immortal Justice Gundam from Gundam Seed Freedom, and this one can transform into the MA form and do some other pretty cool stuff. So another nice one. Another Gundam Seed kit, and this is the L Strike Gundam, And I really like the design of this Gundam, especially the backpack. Another Iron-Blooded Orphans kid, and this is the Barbados Lupus. Barbados comes in other forms. I have the Barbados Lupus Rex, and now the Barbados Lupus. And I'm looking forward to collecting the other forms and building the whole set. The F-91 Gundam from the F-91 Gundam movie. And another very cool looking kit. Another 00 Gundam kit. I have the Exia, and now I have the 00 Gundam. Another SD kit of the RX-78-2. However, this is from the Cross Silhouette series, and this is the one that, as I mentioned before, you can choose which frame you want to use. One that is more deformed with shorter legs, or the one that's more of a standard SD. A Gundam Double Zeta kit. This is the AMX-104R Jarja. I don't know much about this one, as I haven't seen Gundam Double Zeta yet, but still, it was a nice pick. Another RX-78 kit, and this is a very common kit, and one that's very affordable. I think this one's around 1,000 yen, which is why I have 5 of them, and I didn't buy all 5 at once, but I did pick up this one this month, which makes it the 5th. And the reason I have that many is because since this is a very affordable kit, it makes a really good practice kit. And what I want to do is I want to try different coloring techniques. So one, I want to do your standard painting and gloss. Another one, I want to do a metallic candy color. One, I want to hand brush it with acrylics in a cell shading style. Another one, I want to do some weathering and battle damage and place it in a diorama. So these types of kits are really good for trying new things on. Another kit that I mentioned last month wanting, and that is the MS-09 Rig Dom from the original Gundam series. So I am very excited for this kit. I really like this style on this giant bazooka. Picked up another RG Saku 2. And why? Well, you can't have too many Sakus. Also, this kit does not come around too often, which is why, even though I already have one, I decided to just pick it up. Also, having another one would make a good battle scene type of diorama, along with Charged Saku. I've picked up my first full mechanics kit, and this is the Gundam Aerial from the Witch of Mercury. And basically, a full mechanics kit is just a 1/100 HG kit, but I do believe these have a little more detail and better articulation. So I am forward to getting this one built. I've also seen videos of this kit being modified, and it looks really cool. So that does give me some ideas for the future. Also, there might be other full mechanics kits that I can get later on. Now let's start making our way towards the end of the video with some bigger Gundam kits. And first up is this guy, the RX-93V Gundam Verka. There's a book off near my home, and early on I saw this kit and it just didn't appeal to me, so I passed it by. And then later on, when I did want to get it, it was no longer there. But thankfully I saw this kit again, and this time I wasn't gonna pass it by. Next is another RX-78-2 kit, but this time it's the Master Grade Origin version. And I had heard about this kit, and I always hear how good the articulation is on it compared to the 3.0 version. So I do want to get this one built and compare both of them. Again, this one is simpler in design, but better articulation, and the version 3.0 has higher level of detail. Earlier on, you saw me show off the HG Dom kit, and this time I got the Master Grade version of the MS-09 Dom mass-produced kit. Again, another really cool kit. I love the Dom design, so this is going to be another really fun build. This next kit is something that I mentioned wanting last month, but it was really expensive. And that is the Providence Gundam. I was able to find this at a reasonable price, which is why I picked it up. It's still an expensive kit, but I would consider myself lucky for finding it at a cheaper price. This is another one of those kits that I mentioned that I really like. I built this kit a couple years ago back home, so it is a pretty special kit for me, and one that I want to build again and make it even better. down to the last two biggest kits. And first up, this big guy right here. And this is the Perfect Grade Exia from Gundam 00. This is a back order that I've been waiting on for a while that finally came in. I have yet to build the Perfect Grade, even though I already own several of them. This one does not include the lights. I'll have to get those separately. But I'm thinking I'll probably get the Chronos kit instead of the official Bandai one, as the Chronos one actually looks a little bit better. And I saved the biggest for last. And that is another Perfect Grade. The Unicorn Gundam Banshee full cycle frame from Mobile Suit Unicorn. Again, this was in the same order as the other Perfect Grade. So both of them came in at the same time. This is another really cool Perfect Grade that I've seen. That looks better when it's painted. Another really cool Perfect Grade, and one that I've been wanting. This one will take a while to build, so I don't really know when I'll get around to it. And with that, we end another month. Hopefully you like these types of videos. Which ones are you most looking forward to? Do you have any of these? Share your thoughts down below and let me know. I don't expect next month to be like this, but you never know. But it does tell us one thing, and that is that this backlog is getting too big. So we need to start building more. Let me know which ones you would like to see first. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.